I'm a bioinformatician at the Bioinformatics core facility. And I'm going to present to you how we at the Bioinformatics core facility transitioned from face-to-face learning to online learning during the pandemic. So we formed an online teaching model using student surveys, which I will present for you today. So our aim with this study is to determine the most suitable learning design for online short practical courses within bioinformatics. So first, shortly about the original on-site format. We follow a course structure that is based on John Dewey's learn by doing theory. So we have one hour lecture per topic, followed by a 6 to 8 hours practical. We then have a Q&A session for the students to ask questions about the session topics. And the courses are Bioinformatics and Genomics, which is a basic course. The gene expression analysis using R, which is more advanced. And then we have also the R programming basic course. And then we have the NGS course where you need to know Unix. And then we also have the Unix course where you learn how to use Unix. So for the survey design, we have one survey per course. We have a quantitative scale where 1 is poor and 5 is excellent. We have a qualitative section ranging from 4 to 7 questions. They are general questions regarding improvements or overall design of the course. These were encoded based on the standard content analysis framework. So in 2020, when the transition from on-site to online took place, we had 75 students with 65 complete surveys. And the attendance distribution was 27%, 27%, 15%, 17%, and 15% in respective course. So 1/3 of the students attended 2 courses, and the mean age of the students were 30.3 years old. On-site, we had 1 hour lecture and 6 to 8 hours practical. And as on-site, there are more micro breaks, fika breaks, and lunch breaks, and it's easier for the students to keep the concentrations. The teacher can also see if the student gets tired and can suggest the short leg stretches. As we're losing the natural breaks, we made the session shorter so we made them start at 9 o'clock with 1 hour lecture as before. And then there's time for the students to do the practical to 12 o'clock instead of going on to 4 o'clock. The students are satisfied as they can easier keep up the concentration during the lecture. They also like that their sessions are very practical. For the teachers, there is also a clear decrease in workload using this new format. So as the sessions are shorter, we introduced more self-study time slots in the schedule. This increases the students' responsibility, and this is a good exercise for the students to learn to prioritize. We also made sure that we only covered 1 topic per week, and we set the deadline for the practicals to Sunday to make sure that they work only at 1 topic at a time. The slots for self-study should be enough for the students to use to finish up the practicals. In case they have a busy week, they can also have the weekend to finish things up. The response was that they like to plan their own time. It seems that it was tricky for them at first to prioritize, but with some time, it got easier. This could also be due to the very unusual situation of the pandemic in the beginning. Due to the unstable servers of the meeting platforms in the beginning of the pandemic, we started with reading materials in form of the teacher's notes on the lecture slides in the Bioinformatics and Genomics course. We also tried to record the lectures beforehand and put them on the teaching platform. At the end of the course, the servers got more stable, so we started introducing the real-time lectures via Zoom. After asking the students what they preferred, they clearly stated that they wanted lectures in real time. This is so the students can ask questions during the lecture and increasing the interaction between the teachers and the students. This became even clearer in the succeeding courses where the absolute majority of the students wanted lectures in real time. Some students still want to revisit the lectures, so we therefore recorded the Zoom sessions and uploaded them via the teaching platform at the end of each session. This is also something that the students really appreciate. As the sessions are shorter, it's also important to increase the opportunities for the students to ask questions. So we increased the amount of Q&A sessions to make sure that the students don't get stuck when working by themselves. We also included a very detailed walkthrough where the teacher goes through the previous practical before introducing a new topic. As mentioned previously, we only presented one new topic per week to make sure that the students could focus on that. We also introduced a small anonymous quiz using Socrates before a new topic to repeat what the students have learned and increase the interaction. There is more interaction between the students on site. Many sit next to each other and they can choose if they want to work in pairs or not. They also help each other out when they get stuck. So starting from the gene expression course, we asked them how they would prefer to work in groups or by themselves. So in being most of the students wanted to work alone, at the remaining courses, we saw that more students would prefer to work in groups. And one reason for this could be that they were not used to Zoom in the beginning. So most students kept their camera off when they were placed in the breakout rooms in Zoom. But in later courses, students started using their cameras more, which makes us think that they needed some time to adapt to the online format. Whether or not they wanted to work in groups also, of course, depends on the topic. Working through steps in practicals regarding analysis of NGS might allow for more discussion compared to sit and work single-handedly on a script. But it's important to keep the interaction and networking as it's important in a good research environment. So here we wanted to see if there's a significant difference between the new online version of the course compared to their on-site counterpart the previous year. So this scale ranged from 1 being poor and 5 being excellent. There is no significant difference comparing 2019 with 2020 in organization. Organization includes schedule, material, facility, and information. For quality of the course, there is no significant difference either, but there is a difference in the R course when looking at the quantity. The students commented that they wanted more reading material for that course. And here we look at the different topics in each course and see if there is a significant difference between the topics in 2019 compared to 2020. We did not have a survey regarding the topics in BIM, as this was the first course being altered due to the pandemic. We also did not include the Unix, as we had not included the topic survey during the previous years. The teachers have been the same since 2017. So the results here is not due to the different teachers. We can see in this analysis that the teachers deliver the content in a consistent manner. There is a significant change in the NGS course, and this is a response to us increasing the material in the course and changing the evaluation of each topic from answering questions to a report. This made them feel that the workload was too high, something that we of course will bring to the upcoming NGS course. Doing these comparisons are of course difficult as well, as we have not taken the students' backgrounds into account. Some students already have knowledge about the topics when they take the course, while for some the topics are totally new for them. So this is the course design we propose for a short online course at graduate level. So this is based on the students' preferences. We suggest one topic per week for the students to focus on. If there is something they should hand in, it's best to put the deadline before the new topic is introduced. There should be multiple self-study sessions. There are also multiple Q&A sessions for them to make sure that the students get the help they need. We also propose a detailed walkthrough that goes through the previous practical before a new topic is introduced. At the end of the course, there should be a course evaluation, so you're able to improve the course further. So our conclusions is that our modified online format was equally validated as their on-site version. Students really appreciate short and synchronized sessions where the lectures are recorded and made available for future access. They want the opportunity of allocating their study time as they see fit, and they really appreciate multiple channels to corroborate their learning. So finally, we thank the teaching staff at the Bioinformatics core facility, and also special mention to Jari for the statistical guidance and Alina for proofreading. Also thanks to Malin and Åsa that shared their experiments with online transition at NBIS. And of course, also thanks to the 2020 course participants. And thank you for your attention.